Alright, here's your 30-second summary. Psychology of learning. Doesn't matter what we're learning. The hard part about learning is that ultimately you're going to need to learn to make problems for yourself. Learn to define problems for yourself, solve problems for yourself, and deal with information, translate information that's delivered on a conceptual level between different specifics. Okay, that's a 30-second summary. This is going to be a little bit stream of consciousness. I've just been jogging. I'm not good at multitasking. What I'll usually do is, although I'll be doing a bunch of things, I have a bunch of things that I'm working on, like playing around with, and then like one thing that I'm focusing on. And what I've been focusing on recently is health and fitness. I've been jogging a lot. It's good practice. Pop up a before photo. I recently got out of a relationship with Uber Eats. You can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so learning. This video is not going to be very tech related, not going to be very coding related. Oh, what's this? This guy's not being technical. Well, just look on the side there. There's probably an image of a grown adult screaming because PHP exists. That might be more your style. But I'm going to take it a step back and just going to chill. Jeez, my heart rate's up. Okay, so learning. Before I did the game dev stuff, before I went into teaching and stuff, I was a musician, quote unquote. I was a guitar player. I made heavy metal music and tried to make it as a metalist. Here comes water. Didn't quite pan out, but I did get advice from people who were very successful, people who'd won Grammys, and is it a Grammy? Yeah, at least one Grammy and stuff. And they listened to my stuff and they said the problem of learning to play music is essentially an objective problem. It's very well defined, it's very straightforward, very well posed. You just sit down with a metronome, which I should have done, and in a given span of time, maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, you'll basically learn how to play things correctly. The more challenging problem is putting a bit of yourself into that and making it not sound like Slayer or Rammstein or any other band that already exists. You need to put your own spin on it. And that's what I'll put to you is from a programming perspective, you need to learn the basics. You need tutorials for that. But you also need to put your own style on it, put your own spin on it. And really, the best way to do that is with character building exercises, something which is not a well-defined problem. You need to pose the problem for yourself and solve it. And I can't teach you that. No one can teach you that. And if they were able to teach you that stuff, it would be dirty money because they wouldn't really be preparing you for a successful career in anything. Let's talk about the channel, stuff that I'm doing. So what I'm going to be doing in the future is pivoting a little bit away from just the pure graphics API stuff. Going to be pivoting more to using tools. And the reason for that is that you can 100% make your own stuff, just programming by hand, but it's sort of masochistic, like it takes a lot. And if you're a solo developer, having the knowledge to make stuff is important, but also knowing how to use tools is important as well. Hi, Editing Andrew here. This video is a bit shaky, isn't it? So the point that I'm trying to make here, although my mind has gone blank in this recording, is that let's say, for example, you're looking at a music degree, you're studying music. It's all well and good to learn specifically, oh, this sort of microphone is great for this guitar amp and all of that. but that is the way you would think if you were a part of a large team. But if you're operating as a solo entity, as a rogue agent, then what you need is the minimal set of skills to get in, record a song in a day, and not stress about the fine tuning that a specialist would do. And that's what I'm getting at here. The channel's called Get Into Game Dev, not obsess about frame times and things. That's a point that I'm making. I try to be a little flexible. There's a spectrum of flexibility. On the one hand, you could be one of these super flexible, one of these bros who is so open-minded that their brains fall out and they're like, oh, we gotta do AI, dude. We gotta do AI. Oh no, this is hard. Let's put Rust. Let's put the AI in the Rust. And you don't want to be at that end, but you don't also want to be the really inflexible side, like the 35-year-old single male who brews craft beers, the person who I am rapidly on the way to becoming. You want to strike it. We want to go back a little bit and be somewhere in the middle, and that's what I'm aiming for. But what that's going to mean in terms of content for the channel is that my output is going to decrease a little bit because I'm going to be working in the background to get my skills up with various tools. I reckon I'm going to start with RPG Maker and just take it from there. I know that RPG Maker isn't Blender or Unity, but it's just something that I enjoy, and I think I should start with that. Okay, so that's it from me for the time being. Like I said, this is a little bit all over the place, a little bit rambly, but I just wanted to chill and have a chat, debrief. And this doesn't mean that the OpenGL, Vulkan, all of that's not going away. It's just about finding the balance somewhere between just learning low-level APIs and just working with tools. So to summarize, the hard thing about learning programming is that you have to expend effort, just as I have been regularly expending effort to jog around and beat myself into shape. So do all of us have to expend effort to really bake skills into our character. Put the work in, build the habits, build the behavior, learn the rules, then break them. That's fun. And yeah, I hope you are well. And like I said, output's going to decrease a little bit, and then I'll be coming back with more stuff. Okay, well, have a good one. Enjoy your day or your night if it's nighttime where you are, and have a great one. All right, bye.